Okay, plan of action is we are going to cut 2 panels out of this end of the barrel. That's the bottom of the barrel, so we're allowed to use it. That's the end where the bees are. The bees are literally attached to the top and to this side of the barrel. I'm going to put these into the box. Hopefully, fingers crossed, catch the queen. I've got a queen cage with a sugar plug in it. If I can catch the queen, I'll put her in there. I'll then let them eat out the sugar plug over the next 24-48 hours. If I get brood out of the barrel, I won't worry about catching the queen. I'll just let them stay because they will stay around that. But if I can't cut the comb out because it's too soft, well, you got to do what you got to do. So fingers crossed, here goes. Okay, so we've started. I've had to cut the end off the barrel. Can I zoom out a bit? Yep. At the box there, we have got a lovely bunch of bees that, well, they've done comb already. So we dropped some comb the other night. When I moved the barrel here, I'll grab that out and use it. But yeah, this is a good bunch of bees. So far quiet. Anyway, I'll try and keep videoing so we can put it all together, get them in this box. Like, get down here quietly because they're all waking up. I don't know whether if I go in the box. No, it's a bit dark. Anyway, we're getting there. Okay, so I've woke the bees up. I've got a heap in the box already, but I don't know whether I've got the queen. I'm just grabbing handfuls. So now some dropped, obviously, and they're finding their way back to the colony. So obviously the queen's still in here. And I reckon I haven't even got half of them, so I'm going to have to take this next panel off. And that one. And see how I go from there, if I can start cutting this comb out. Okay, don't know whether I'm supposed to take video or still pictures, but the video works good, I reckon. Getting a heap of bees out now. The other ones, if I can find the queen in amongst all this, we're laughing. I've got to somehow get this. It's got eggs in it. I've got to somehow get this into some frames. We'll figure it out though as I go. We've got bees, a little bit of comb over there. They're collecting on it. All these others are just grouping up. But getting there. Okay. Really annoying the bees right now. But I've got, can you see, got some off already. I've put it in there behind. Bees in the corner, there's bees here. There is actually bees everywhere at the moment. Excuse me, wobbly video. Just, as you can hear, the bees are really annoyed at me. I've probably got half the colony in the box. The other half's still in here. Hopefully the queen's in here still. Well, actually, hopefully she's not. But the way the bees are acting, I'd say the queen is still in amongst this bunch somewhere. They're not choosing to go to the box yet. They are still all trying to go into the, what's it called? The barrel. Thank you. Another quick one. Alright, all the comb is now gone. Now I'm just collecting bees. Put them in. All of the comb that I had is framed up and put into there. I didn't use rubber bands because of the wires, and the comb is that new and soft that I was able just to put the comb onto the wires. They'll wax it up real quick. I'll leave them here because they've aligned here, orientated to here. Leave the tarp up to keep everything dry. That was to keep me dry, but it'll work for them just as well. Yeah, alright, I'll now start to get them. Okay, I'm kind of thinking I might have the queen now. The bees are, there's a couple of small clusters. I'll obviously still try and get them out if they cluster up more, but they should be looking for the queen now. There's a couple over the back there. Not too bright. Okay, that's better. But they're not full bore clustering like they were, so it would seem I probably do have the queen, or she is in amongst these. Torch. If that's the case, I might even be able to see her. If I can see her, I'll catch her. Otherwise, we've got one bee, which doesn't sound like much, but we got one bee starting to fan. I'll watch them for a few minutes and see if we start to get a few. If they all start to march in, that makes an interesting video as in itself. But, let them start proper and then keep videoing. Okay, it's been about a minute since the last video, and I would suggest I've already got the queen. I didn't see her, but I have been getting rather large clumps of bees at a time, and now instead of fanning at the entrance to the barrel, they're all starting to walk over. If you could smell it, the smell is amazing. It just smells so strong in the air where they're sitting out their pheromones. It's amazing. But yeah, now the bees are actually starting to walk across into their home. So I've put 3 or 2.5 little frames of their eggs. They've been in the barrel a week. All that comb came from this last Sunday to this Sunday, and Monday apparently they weren't in the barrel. They came back Tuesday night. I picked them up on the barrel up on Wednesday night. So I might just sort of try and grab a few more handfuls of bees out of the inside of the barrel and let the rest walk over. It seems that they're going to. They're a bit slower than I thought they would be, but I don't know whether you can hear in the background. It is not a very nice day. It's raining. I'll show you. In fact, it's actually a horrible day. I'm supposed to go to Phillip Island and do another one yet, which isn't going to be fun. But anyway, fingers crossed, successful removal again. And a nice size colony actually. Too big to go straight into a nuke. I probably could have put them in, but I'd be changing them out next weekend. So, and besides, I didn't have any more nukes left. I need the small nuke for this afternoon's job because I know it's only small. So yeah, there you go. Okay, just a quick video now because the battery's about to die on my phone. The bees are, these are what's left in the barrel, and they're using the light. That's just a little torch, but the torch is enough heat that the bees that are in here are cold, so they're going to the heat source. And as they bunch onto the torch, I grab the torch and shake it into the box. Anyway, nearly all done. Okay, this is the last video. I'll put them all together so it'll all work out. But finished now. The barrel's empty. There's probably 10 or 20 bees in there that got cold because it's been a horrible morning weather-wise. I'm in the jumper again, so that tells you. The bees are coming and going from the box perfectly fine. It's about 12 o'clock. There's still bees orientating out the front, but even with the tarp overhead, which I had to put up this morning to do the work, they're fine. They're just coming and going. Considering it's cold, a lot of my other hives are fairly quiet, especially a couple of top bars just there. They're not really doing much. There's a couple of bees coming and going, and they're working hives. They're only small, but they're working. This is a really active hive, so fingers crossed, because there's got eggs and brood in, or not brood, but just eggs in there and ready comb that of theirs, so it's got all their smell on it. They will stick around, and I can give David and Joanne their barrel back. Fortunately they said I was allowed to cut the bottom off it. I'll give them the timber back in case they choose to put it back in, but I don't think they'll need to once the barrel's turned up. So there you go.